right. Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Hope you're having a good Saturday. So we're continuing the arcade block with Aliens. So Aliens, yeah, no need to introduce, obviously. It's a licensed game from the movie. And it's by Konami. So another Konami good game. It's a run and gun. Came out in 1990, I think. It's a different type of run and gun in the sense that it's a belt scroller instead of a typical one plane. So yeah, let's get to it. We're gonna go for 1cc. This is a Japanese version. It's a bit different from the Western release, so I'm gonna go over the differences. So yeah, let's get to it. Aliens. All right, so stage 1. Okay, so this game has, as I said, belt scroller style. So it is it's a 2-button game. So there is 2 movements. You can actually fire while crouching or fire while standing. And we're gonna be using one or the other depending on the situation. So we took the first weapon, and the only weapon we're gonna take in the game, which is the flamethrower. So flamethrower is so OP. You don't need to actually learn any other weapons. It has high DPS, great range, and you can fire it continuously. Exactly. Think with the flamethrowers in video games, right? So this one is a very good flamethrower. So it's either good or bad, as Lord BBS says, and this one is actually very, very good. So first stage, first boss, very easy. You just need to avoid him like this. Move left or right, and then yeah, he has the first phase. So this is the first phase. Second phase is you just need to dodge these. And unfortunately, we took the damage, but it's okay. We can actually recover. And that's it. That's the first boss. See, like the powered flamethrower. I'm gonna be switching to another weapon, but later in the game. But we're gonna be spending 99.9% of the run with this flamethrower. So as I said, this is a belt scroller, so you can move on the Z-axis. Some sections like this one in the vent, it's actually you can only move on one plane, but most of the time you have a Z-axis and you can move up and down like a beat 'em up. So here you just need to be a little bit patient, wait for these enemies. So the good thing about the Japanese version, once you actually have to... so you keep your weapon between stages, unlike the US version. There is also one thing that is different from the Western release or the World version is that health drops appear. They are fixed, however, they only appear when you have a certain health points. So on the Japanese version, they appear when you have 5 health points. On the West World release, they only appear when you have 4 hit points. And then I think the US version, it's 3, if I'm not mistaken. So they appear more often actually when on the Japanese version. And there is also another difference for the Japanese version is that it's missing the APC sections. So you have like auto scrollers with APCs on the Word version, which is like a 1-minute kind of segment. But and also you have to where you have to rescue Newt, the little girl. So they were removed from the Japanese release. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty much the same game. A couple of differences also from the color of the xenomorphs and the alien busters, because I feel like the Japanese version has a more accurate color compared to the Word version. So yeah, and so this is an elevator section. You just have to wait, and it's relatively easy with the flamethrower. You just need to wait for the enemies. It requires a little bit of memorization, but you don't really need to memorize it as much. The biggest danger is coming from the enemies that come from the top. These enemies that can actually destroy the wires of the elevator. And if you actually fall, depending on... So difference between Japanese and the Word version, if you fall on the Japanese version, it calculates the damage based on the floor you're in. So if you're, let's say, on the second floor, you only lose 2 health points, and vice versa. But on the Word version, it doesn't matter where you fall, you're gonna actually die no matter what. Okay, little section here. So as I said, once you have the flamethrower, you don't need to worry about anything. It has such high damage, kills enemies instantly. Okay, this is the mid boss. So you just need to crouch and make sure you hit him while he's he's trying to hit you here. So when you crouch, actually you're immune to his attacks. Usually dies in 3 cycles, 2 or 3 cycles, depending on the depending how much damage you got him. Okay, this is the 1-up. So it's the only 1-up in the game. So the game gives you 1 extra life. I think the US version doesn't give you any 1-ups. It's only on the Japanese and the Word version. And we're gonna be needing that 1-up eventually, just for safety. Alright, so this one you can be on the top or the bottom. I always go for the bottom route. It's easier in my opinion because you don't need to deal with these little chest busters here. And yeah, you have bombs, so these bombs actually kill enemies. They're relatively they're some useful most of the time. And this is the super bomb. So super bomb kill all enemies in the screen. You only get it in this section, so the only time we're gonna see it is here. Okay, now on to the power loader section. So it's usually better to take the power loader because, yeah, as you saw, I took damage. So once you take damage with the power loader, you only get 1 health point. As opposed to if you get hit in this game, it's 3 health points. So it's always good to take the power loader, although it's a bit slow, but it's always worth it. So you lose your weapon when you take the power loader, but you pick it up instantly here, flamethrower. Alright, this game is, I would say, more on the medium difficulty side. It can be difficult at the beginning, but once you route it properly, it's actually very, very one-seeable. Especially with the flamethrower, it's it's very easy. Okay, so these guys, actually, the ones that move, can throw these chest busters here. So you need to watch out. Their RNG, like, depend... So it's not fixed. Sometimes you get some humans that can throw them. Sometimes it's the other ones. But a little hint is that it gives you is that once you see them moving, you know that they have chest busters. Alright, so here we get to this section with little eggs. It's important to destroy the eggs. These chest busters, mostly, yeah, you need to crouch in order to hit them. And watch out also from these little spiders here. Okay, we get to this boss. So this boss is very annoying. Especially the second phase. It's not a difficult one, but it's definitely one of the most annoying ones, especially his second phase. So the key here is just staying in the middle. And watch out for the little arms. So you only hit him once he appears. Once the head appears. And pretty much you just need to watch out from these little arms that go from the left and right. The top ones are the easiest. The bottom ones you need to sort of move all the way to the left or the right. Okay, second phase. This is the my least favorite phase. Just need to move, bait those little eggs, then move all the way to the left or right, then try to hit him. And he's dead. Okay, that was a good fight. Okay. Alright, so these aliens here, we try to make them spawn hopefully in the middle. So this is their RNG. Thankfully we didn't get hit. It's very easy to get hit by them because depending on where they spawn, they can be very close, and then you can actually get hit relatively easily. Okay, so here we're gonna take our time, make these guys spawn. Okay, we're gonna wait. Alright, so here, this section is just gonna take our time because we have some enemies that spawn quickly. Gonna destroy this vent. Okay, on to this mid boss, which I don't think we saw him in the movie, but he's relatively easy. You just need to actually move to the left and right. So he has some interesting design. With the flamethrower, you kill him relatively quickly. So we're gonna keep moving to the right. There is an alien that spawns here. He has chest busters once you kill him. So these enemies here that are in the... You can see them actually in Japanese version, but in the Word version, you can't see them. I don't know why they made them invisible, but here actually you can see these little aliens hiding. Onto the second vent section here. So you see the little map here on the top with the purple dots. So those it shows you where the enemies are. It's easier to just wait until they spawn and then make them and then kill them while they appear. If you try to go fast, you're most likely gonna get hit. Alright, so good. Yeah, the key is just staying, moving slightly to the right. Yeah, it's not a dangerous section. If you try to go faster, it's dangerous, but mostly it's just taking your time. Alright, so you're gonna wait. Get rid of these enemies here. Okay, almost over. Almost done with this section. Okay, coming up is it's a tricky one because you have enemies coming from the left and right, and there's this little electricity that you have to watch out for. Yeah, this section can be tricky, especially with these vents. So you always need to kill or destroy the vents before moving, because you have these enemies that spawn indefinitely. Here we're gonna destroy this thing here. Good. All right, let's go. This is good. All right. Next up is this little section. Bottom route is always safer, in my opinion. I always like to take the bottom route because you know, I can control the enemies. There are more enemies on the bottom, but it's actually easier to control as opposed to the top route. Alright, you get to fight these guys here. Okay, we're gonna destroy these little things here. And moving on to the mid boss. Okay, this is a funny mid boss. So we have 4 of these little aliens here. We're gonna try to actually get in position, so you can actually get hit very easily Because once you hit them, they transform into bigger aliens. And bigger aliens are always harder. Yeah, it's like that. We got hit, but it's okay. Yeah, as long as you kill them quickly, they're not too dangerous. But the problem is that, like, once they transform into bigger aliens, they take a lot of screen, and it's very easy to get hit. We're gonna have a some health coming up here, so. Alright, so gotta move quickly. We're gonna have these little aliens here. And we're gonna try to go to the stairs as quickly as possible. Yeah, so the fact that you can get health after 5 hit points makes a big difference compared to the Word version, because it's because health doesn't the way damage works in this game is that if you get hit, it's 2 health. You lose 2 health, 3 health, sorry. And if you when you take the health, actually it gives you back 2 health points. So it's very important to manage the health. We're gonna wait here. Yeah, there's these little aliens that appear from the bottom. If you're on the same plane, you're likely gonna get hit. Okay, moving on to the mid boss, or the boss actually. So this boss, you just need to actually hit them both at the same time. It's not a difficult pattern, but it's if you stay for too long, actually it's you might get hit. So we're just gonna try to avoid them. All right, so here, okay, this part is the hardest part actually. Okay, we should be good. Nice. Okay, that was a good fight. Just need to actually wait for these electricity and then go to the left. All right, so here, what are we gonna do here? Okay, we're just gonna move as slowly as possible. All right, so these, yeah, it's very easy to get hit, but it's okay. There is health coming up soon. As long as we don't get hit again, we should recover some health back. And then next is, yeah. Next is this boss. So this boss actually is the most annoying boss in the game. So this is where I'm a little bit scared. If I screw up, I might actually lose a lot of lives here. So we'll see. Yeah, it's easy to get hit in this section because like it's very RNG, and you have a lot of aliens actually that can screw you over. We'll see. Okay, so far so good. Okay, just gonna take our time, and that was a good fight. Okay, that was the scariest section here. Yeah, it's a Ninja Gaiden 4. I didn't think of it that way, but yeah, you're right. So we got past probably the hardest boss in the game, in my opinion, or the boss that like can actually kill you. Because the problem is once you lose your once you die, if you die, actually you lose your weapon, and depending where you die, if it can be very difficult in terms of recovery. Okay, this guy, I don't know, I don't understand his hitbox. So we just keep shooting until he dies, but I never understood how actually he works. All right, so getting rid of some enemies here. So as I said, if you have the flamethrower, enemies can barely hit you. Like you kill enemies so quickly in this game. Okay, and this is the only time where we change the weapon. I prefer using this weapon against the upcoming boss because it homes into the enemies. Especially with that boss, it's very important to actually use it. Because it makes the fight slightly easier. It's not an easy fight, but it makes it slightly easier. Okay, that's why we kept the bombs. Because we want to actually hit him with the bombs. The bombs deal good damage. Oh yeah, that was not good. Alright, so usually I get hit by this boss. And he's RNG, unfortunately. So the best way to deal with him is to sort of stay away from him and hit him with the homing missile. Okay, so we're good in terms of lives. However, if we get to the final boss with that amount of health, we're just gonna be. This is dangerous. Yeah, I knew it. All right, it's fine. That's it. So we died, but it's okay. So this is the final boss, Sulako. We're gonna hopefully get to the power loader as soon as possible without getting hit. It's very easy to get hit by the alien queen. It's like, yeah, that her movement is erratic, unfortunately. But we should be good. This fight is very annoying because depending how she decides to move, she can actually you can get hit very quickly. So the key is just staying on her Z-axis, hit her, and then escape, and do it on both sides. This fight is slightly harder on the Japanese version compared to the. She's way more aggressive on the Japanese version. But as long as you do this strat where you stay in the Z-axis, you're safe. Once you hit her, she attacks you, and then she goes on the left side and then the right side. All right, see, that movement actually, I can't do anything about it. It's very, very easy to get hit by her. But it's okay, we have the lives at least, so we have a little chance to 1cc. Alright, so good, we're gonna get her. Move to the left. And then we're gonna get her to the right. And hopefully we can hit her. Okay, that we got her. So the second phase is once you throw her in the hatch, once the hatch opens, you throw her and she's dead. And that's a 1cc. Yeah, she is terrible. She is terrible, but we got her. Okay, so that's 1cc, first loop of Aliens. So this game has two loops. The first loop is what we got. The second loop, actually, it's slightly harder. So if you want to get the all clear, you need to do the second loop. But it doesn't have big differences compared to the first loop, except it's a little bit harder. But yeah, good game. Good game. I mean, if you like running guns, if you like belt scrollers, this is a great game. And yeah, that's it for Aliens. And I'll be back with an Aliens game clone from Sega called Alien Syndrome. That one is actually worries me way more than this game. So yeah, I'll be right back.